Jue vile ndraw your patent ukudeli si run my ops na unazani ni sakas dukumbo si uleta
Mason.
Tano, nane, yo tulikuwa mnatumia kutoka kwa block, yani to get rich, to mock and short, nikilala macha maisha.
Hey, what's up? Yet another episode of a series. Now, if you're new here, welcome to our channel. And in this series, we're going to be building this dashboard. This is a user dashboard that has different components in it. So we're going to be working on each and every details in this particular dashboard, from our headers throughout the sidebar, then the body, all of it we're going to work it through, and we're going to do it in React and Vite. So you're welcome to on board, and I hope you enjoy the whole cycle of building this particular dashboard. Now, without further ado, let's jump into it. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is prepare our environments. And for us to prepare our environments, we need, I'm going to use this terminal to navigate, to set up the environment. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is navigate to the directory where I want to build our project. And for us to do that, we have to list first. I can see I have all these directories. I want to store my code somewhere in between, somewhere there. So we're going, this is how you're going. That's where we're starting our project. And inside this directory, you can see we have different projects. Now we're going to have our projects inside this directory, and the first thing that we're going to do is prepare our environment. So we're going to use React, as I have said, and Vite. So the first thing that we need to do is set up a Vite environment. And for you to see the documentation about vite, whichever way you call it, you can find the documentation in the Vite documentation itself. So the first command that you're going to pull is npm create vite latest. This one is going to initialize our project. So it's taking a lot. It will take some time to set up, but we will go with its pace. So the first thing that comes up is the Vite project. The Vite project is naming of the Vite project that we want to create. What are we going to name our project? Our project is going to be, we're going to name it Jazamiti. This is an application. Well, I'm not going to take you into detail about the application, but I want us to go through how to build this particular dashboard. So the name of the application is going to be Jazamiti _miti project name, and the project is going to be a React project, which is going to we're going to use an extension of JavaScript, but this particular JavaScript that you're building in is SWC. So you can go through the documentation and understand those different from libraries that are used in the React. So with that said, you can see it has already set up our directory where the project is going to be building. So we need to navigate to that directory where we have our project. That is UCD, the Jazamiti. Now we are already inside the application, but just to list what is in the application, you can see we have the index HTML, package.json. This is where our packages that we install are going to be stored, and we have other directories just such as the public readme source. So the source src is where our application is mainly stored. So the next thing after we have entered into our JSON-MIT directory, we need as well to install, to npm install. This is going to trigger installation of all the required packages that we need for our system. Those are the basic packages that we need to set up our system. So we're going to npm install, and it seems to take a lot some time, so we'll give it a little more time and see how it cooperates. So yeah, this application is going to be, this dashboard is going, we want to build something something attractive, something easy to use, and something that is agile. That means that's something that when you want to change, you can be able to change every other detail that the user might find it appropriate to be changed for the system to look more presentable. Yeah, so let us see how the installation is taking shape. I can see we're still there. It's not yet installed, so we need to give it some more time. And meanwhile, let me just give you a preview of the old system, of the old dashboard, how it should be. Now the first thing that you can see, we have this component here, which is our header. So the header is going to be our a component on its own. We have the sidebar with different routes as well. Then we have this particular area here. So we're going to be working bit by bit, and the first thing that we're going to be working at to be looking into is the navigation, is the header. So let us see where the still taking some more time. I don't know. Let us give it a little more time, and yeah, we'll catch up with it. So let us just give it some more time.
Nikilala mocha maisha yangu kwa mikono ya God, hadi mkumbuke when I'm gone. Mwendele kuplay our songs, eje na right do was strong. Yo, skia, kwa nini kesho? Skia, kwa nini kesho? Yo, skia. Don't trust kila morning Johnny kiamka na kisha good morning.
Yes. You can see the system has already installed the necessary packages that we need. But now we need to navigate from our terminal and move the project to our IDE. So in this case, we're going to be using Visual Studio, and for us to access the Visual Studio, we are going to use code. This is the shortcut to open your Visual Studio. So code space dot allow then space, then enter. So this one is going to open our Visual Studio. The Visual Studio that contains the application files. So the application files, the Visual Studio is opened, and we're ready to start. From the look of things, now you can see now we have, this is how our system looks like. So we have this directories over here. We have the node modules. The node modules contains the the node packages that we are going to be using for our system. Then we have this public, and the public just contains the images of the vite framework. Then we have this directory. This is not a main directory as for now, but now it's a different one from the React one. When you open the React one, this is where the root directory is for React vanilla React. But now we're using Vite. So we have this src. The src contains the assets folder, and the assets folder has the React images, SVG images. We have our app CSS for the style sheet, as well as application.js. This is where our main application is. This is our root template where the application is going to be based. So we have the index.css, contains a style sheet as well, and we have the main directory. So the main directory contains these folders, and I think this one will do a video on its own to explain all these other functionalities that you see in our Vite project. Now, with that said, let us first clear and make our application readable. The first thing that we're going to do is start our local server of the system, and for us to do that, we use npm start. npm start command. So this command, npm run. Okay, npm run dev. So this one is a bit different from the React, from when it's running with a React on a React framework, when running from a vanilla React framework. So we're using the Vite. The Vite is the engine behind this application. So we can see the server is up, and we need to access it through this link. We need to copy this link to our browser and try to see if we can access the UI. You can see now the application is up and running, but this one is the default syntax of the application when you're downloading it. But now we need to do away with all this information and build our own application with our own preferences. So the first thing that we're going to do is clear our template. And to clear our template, we will do away with all this information inside the template. So we need to clear our template. That is the only thing that's is required of us. So you now you can see we have our template clear, and there's nothing in the template. So for us to make sure the template is well put and working accordingly, we need to put something and test whether it's cleared and everything is as we need them. But first, we need to clear everything else that may be running in our application. So what do you need to put here? Welcome to our application. Yeah, let us try and solve this and see if the server is. You can see everything is updated, but now we need to check with our local interface. You can see welcome to application. So everything is running according to how it's supposed to be. So the first thing that we're going to do is work on this particular component. The first component that we're going to deal with is the header component. So we need to create these files inside our src. That is where we will be working from. So we're going to have a components folder that is going to contain the components. We have the components folder. Then you're supposed to have another folder as pages, but I don't think we will be using pages as per the moment. But yeah, we can place everything under the page. Yeah, so the first component that you're going to build is our header.js. So we're going to have, let's call this rafc, the snippet, and it's going to autocomplete our template. So we need to make sure this extension is JSX, not just JS. For React, you see when you put the JSX, the icon as well changes to React icon. So we have our header already. What we're going to do is import the header in our main project. So we need to import this header. You see the imported, we have put the header here and is already imported as well. We need to save it and see if the header is well saved. You see everything is working accordingly, but we don't want to style it in this format, so we will do away with the style sheet. We'll do away with what is in the style sheet. We need to do away with all this. We'll do away with that. We don't need that. You can see it's adjusting, but now we need it. We need it to be. We don't need it to be in any position. We don't want it to be styled in any way. So as well as this, we're going to do away with this one as well. We'll do away with that. Let us see how the application looks like right now. You can see everything is already changed, and you can see our header is there. We have our header. The header is there. We've already created our header. So the thing that we need to do is fill the skeleton, or the header skeleton. And what does the header contain? The header has the logo and this user information here, the notification, and this information. So this information is what is required in our header. So the first thing that we're going to do is navigate to this header and make our first make our first approach, which is creating this particular information. So what we need here is the first thing that we need in our header is the naming convention of the dashboard. Let us see how the dashboard looks like. So the header is filling the whole area. So what we need to do first, we need first to style this, and our first styling is going to we need first to put our JSX files, and the first file is going to be we're going to wrap everything on the header class. Yeah, This is where that's how we're going to do it. We will, sorry, I'm saying we will, just a moment. I need to make it as simple as possible and precise as possible. So we're going to have header, and inside the header we're going to wrap everything in the header component. We're going to wrap it with the header. So this header is going to wrap everything, and on the left we're going to have another div inside this one, which is going to be, we're going to name it as left header. So this one is going to be our left header, and the left header is going to contain our logo. So the logo, we're going to span the logo. We're not going to give any logos, but we're going to just to give a view of how the logo should look like. So we're going to have a logo here, class logo, and we're going to have that logo. So the logo is going to be JMeT. That is what our logo should, that's how our logo should look like. So let us see if we save this information about the logo, how it's going to be. You can see now we have, this is our logo. This is our logo section. But now we have that logo, and we divided it into two. So there's this side and this there's this side with the logo, and there's this other side here. So this side we're going to have notification. Then you're going to have the user avatar and the user names. So with that said, let us put our right side of the right header. Going to have our right header. So in our right header, we're going to have this particular icon. So first we're going to import these icons from Material UI. So the first thing that we need to do is we're going to download this. We're going to download Material UI. We're going to download the Material UI packages in our application. The first thing that we need to do is install our Material UI packages. So this is the first package that we need for our application, the Material UI icons. So we open another terminal and we paste everything here. I don't know if we have already copied everything from there. So the first thing that we need to do is copy this and install it. While still installing, this is the Material UI icons is installing Material UI React. Okay, it's not even there. So we need to start to import the Material UI icons. material UI icons. After we've installed this emotion styles, the first thing that let's see if it has completed. It's still installing, so we'll just give it some more time as it installs. I'd like to take you through this is the documentation. So everything that you need about material UI, you have to check it with the documentation for you to understand it better. They'll just say, yeah, okay, everything has installed according to how we want it. So we'll jump into the material UI and see our material UI icons. This is what I needed, but it's okay. Material UI icons. This one. We need material UI icons, but it's taking lots of time to install. I don't know. It's taking a lot of time to install. So when we install our packages, this is where this is where they stored dev dependencies and the dependencies. You can see we have installed the ones we've installed have come here. So we're installing the material UI icons, but the material UI icons they will be stored here. So we need to go to the icons. I need to go to the icons, material UI icons. And from the material UI icons, we're going to import the necessary icons that we need for a particular project. So the first icon that you're going to install is the notification icon. A notification icon will be the first icon to install. I can't seem to find it there, so let me just search it manually. Notifications. So we're going to use this notification. Client notification. Okay. We come to our header. We import the notification. So we're going to have notification as a component. Notification icon style. Then you're going to give it a class for us to be able to style it easily. Class name icon. So we have the notification. There's another icon after that. We have this avatar here. So this is what you're going to use. This is what you're going to put here. And let me see. You see this one is separate from this one. So the notification is supposed to, we'll put it on its own. Then we'll have another div that is going to have user. We're going to call it user. This is where we're going to have our account circle outline with class name. With class name of icon. Then we're going to have this so what do we have here? We have our user. So we're going to have another icon. Now we're going to have a name. We're going to have an h3. Let me see. Yes, h3. h3 with a class of name. h3 tag with a class of name. So we're going to call them what? It was Nicholas. So we'll have Nicholas, and under the Nicholas we will have this drop down. Arrow drop down. So we're going to use this arrow drop down. We'll import it here. Remember, it's a component, so we're going to import it here. Arrow drop down. So let us try and save. We see how our header appears like so far. You can see it's still loading, and this is how our header looks like without being styled. You can see this information in comparison to these ones over here, how they look like. I think this is a better. It's looking better. It's looking It's looking okay. You can see we have all the information. So we need to style this information. And for us to style it, we have to import the source. We need to import the source. Need to install the source package. This package, yeah. No, this one. So we need to import this package to our system. And we create the CSS for it. So we have header.scss, and we need to import this onto our component. Import header.scss. We need to import it there. So the first thing that we're going to do is style our header. So the first class that we're going to have in our header is the header. So the header class, we're going to display in flex. That is how we're going to display. You can see we have this error here. The dependency is not installed. Let us install it first. So we have installed it. We need to refresh and see. We need to save it, refresh it, and see if the error has gone away. So you can see the error is already yeah. So everything is right. Justify content space between. That will space the two components between this one and this one. Yeah, you can see now they have aligned themselves according to how we need them here. This one on the right and the left. So we need to style this one. We need to style this one too. And for us to style it, we will come to the right header. Right header. Remember, the right header is on its own. So we'll have right header. Sorry, it's a class. So we're going to display them as flex. That is the right side. Okay, this is how they look like. We need them to stay in. Okay, we need them to stay align items, center, right header. You can see they're aligning themselves, but now I think we have another div inside it. So this one, the user div, yeah, the user div is inside the right header. We need to style this right. We need to style the user div. Display flex. You can see everything is shaping between align items, center, now you can see the you can see now it's already aligning itself how we want it, but now it's not exactly how we want it. We need all these headers to align themselves, so we're going to the header and align items at the center. So you can see they're aligning themselves to the center, and margin top, we're going to give it 0 pixels. We need it. So this is how our header is looking like so far. But now there are a few things that we need to style here. We need to create this border. Border bottom on px. Solid, we give it a gray color. Then we give it a width of 100%. We need it to cover the whole area. So that is, first we have created our header. This is we're done with our header. For now, what we need is our dash is our sidebar. Under the sidebar, we're going to create another component here. Name it sidebar .jsx. Sidebar RAFCE and we're going to create the style sheet for the same sidebar. SCSS. So we're going to import this style sheet in our sidebar template. Import import sidebar .scss. Okay, so we have our sidebar, but now we need to import it in our application, in our main application. So sorry, I think this one should be a div with a class name of app, but now the closing tag for this div. Okay, now we have this div. Then I think we are supposed to have another div. We're supposed to have another div that is going to contain all this other information. That is going to contain the dashboard as well as the sidebar, respectively. So we're going to have this div, and we're going to name it as dashboard. You're going to give it dashboard name. So in this div, we're going to import this our sidebar. Our first import is our sidebar. So we need the sidebar there, and it's imported. Let us save and see how it's going to look like. You can see now we have our sidebar. The sidebar is showing. Yeah, the sidebar is showing the way we want it to look like. So we have that sidebar, and beside the sidebar, what do we have in the sidebar? We have this categories here. We have the general records and user listings. So we need to set them up. We need to set them up under this class name sidebar. We're going to have into the sidebar. Inside the sidebar, we're going to have our first div that is going to wrap. Now you see the sidebar is going to wrap everything into the sidebar, but now we're going to wrap what is the information that is inside the sidebar. For instance, you see, starting from these ones, the general records and user settings, we're supposed to have another div inside this div. So the div, we're going to give it a name as central. We can call it central or something. Just for naming, I'll just go with that. Then we're going to have this unordered list. You can see we have a list of all this information. So we're going to have first we're going to wrap everything in an ordered list, and in our unordered list, our first unordered list, we're going to have our general. general. We need to have that class. Then we have another list. Now inside the unordered list, we're going to have a list, and the list is going to contain this first. The first list is going to contain these two elements: the dashboard and the leaderboard. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to have here is our icon. So we're going to import this icon. We're going to import the dashboard icon. Dashboard. How does our dash? This is the dashboard that we need. This one. So we need to import it here. Remember, it's inside our. So we're going to import dashboard outlined. Space. Space. Sorry, it's space. Dashboard with the class name of icon. Then it's going to have this span dashboard. So what icon do we have here in our leaderboard? Let me see. So let's just use this leaderboard icon. So we need to import it as well as a component. What is the matter? Or we look for another leaderboard icon with a class name. With the class name of icon, and we're going to have a span of leaderboard. So you can see we have those icons there still coming out. So our next next mhm. What do you have? We have a p tag with records. No. It's a title. P tag with title class. Then you're going to give it records. Then we have this list, and the list is going to have the list is going to have reports. Reports. We need to import this the reports icon. What icon do you have here? We have a report. We'll use this assessment icon. Assessment icon. So we're going to import the assessment icon here. Class name icon with the span of report. Report. What do you have next? Tree bank. Felt like we should have used as the summary, but I'm not here to. I just want to show you how we're going to do how to put everything in place. So man, hanging. I'm not for this. It's hanging, boy. Pissing me off. Think I'm impatient with it. This thing is driving me nuts. So what do you need here? Your tree bank. Of the tree bank. Organization. What do you have in the organization? Corporate fare outlined. Uh, Organization. Sorry, it's supposed to be organization. Okay. Uh, Organization. We love organization. Something seems to be not right. Can't seem to find. But I think I'll need to restart the server. See how it is going to. It's taking forever. It's really pissing off individuals. Now you see, okay, let's continue. Let's continue with our sidebar. Individuals. We have individuals. Excuse ish. Let us see the individuals individuals icon. We're looking for an icon that will sit well with individuals. Not getting the right icon for this one. But, but let's just use this icon. Um, individuals. Then we have user settings, that is consisting of user and profile. A p tag with title, div, what do we have? It's user settings, user settings, user settings, and our first lists in this particular is users. First things first, users. Yeah, so let's see what icon is there for users. Okay. So the users, I'm looking at the users icon. This thing is really hanging. Users. Jeez, this machine is hanging. Really derailing everything. Users. So we're going to use this icon, the people outlined icon. People outlined icon. With a class name. Icon. Then we have a span of users. Then we have another list. Not this list as profile. Are you going to be able to start this even? This is bad. Really, really bad. I'm tied up. Profile. This is not good. But this is the final icon that you're going to be installing. Give it a minute or so. Person 2 outlined. Let me just do away with this one first to avoid any error. Person not land. I'm going to give it a class of icon. We're going to give it a span of profile. Now, so what we need here from there, we're going to style this sidebar. We're going to style the sidebar. You can see we've already put everything in place. So we need to style this sidebar. And the first thing that we're going to do is the first thing that we need to do is style our the size of the dash. Okay, well, we're supposed to style this the app CSS. So for instance, we have this we have the dashboard. Everything is wrapped in the dashboard. So actually we're supposed to change this one to source. So everything is wrapped inside it. So we're going to have class app. This class is going to have, you can do away with all this. You don't need this. app, the app is going to have a flex of 1. And what is inside? We have the dashboard. So the dashboard class as well is going to have, the dashboard class is going to have a flex of 1. That is our dashboard now. So we need to style, so everything in this class, everything in this class is going to have a flex of 1. So we're going to style each and every one of it differently. Okay, and let me see. So inside the dashboard, we have the sidebar. We will have the sidebar and the dashboard. Okay, so the sidebar, we're going to give it a 0.8, and the dashboard, we're going to give it the remaining 0. The dashboard is going to take 0.8, or else the sidebar is going to take 0.2. So this particular area here is going to take 0.1, 0.2, or else this one, the remaining area is going to cover 0.8 to submit as one in the flex display to cover the whole page. So what we need is we're going first we're going to give it, how we're going to make sure that that's how it's going to appear. So the first thing that we need here uh, 0.2, let me say 0.2. What do you have here? So the whole sidebar wrap is supposed to have a 0.2 sidebar. The sidebar class should have a flex of 0.2, whereas it's supposed to have a 0.2. So if I give it 0.2, it's just going to consume 0.2 of the whole area. Yeah, so what we need, that was the first styling of our sidebar, but I don't want it to appear like that. I think we're supposed to give it, we're supposed to have two divs inside the dashboard, and the first div we're going to give it bar, just for the sidebar, so we're going to import everything here in the bar. The first thing is we're going to have the bar, and we're going to have another div of board. So in this div is where we're going to have another component that we're going to give it dashboard .jsx rafc RAFCE. So this is what you're going to have here. So we're going to have it here. We're going to have a dashboard component. So we're supposed to import this dashboard there, and in our app, so the dashboard is going to have bar and board classes. So the bar class is supposed to have a flex. We're going to give it a flex of, because of the sidebar, we're going to give it as 0.2, and the board we're going to give it a flex of 0.8 to sum these two, to sum it as one. Yeah. And this one we're going to give it a flex of 1 for it to cover the whole area of the div that we're going to assign to it, that we already assigned it. app.ss, I don't think, I thought we changed it to app.css. Yes, as is app.sas. Yeah, this one is the one which is bringing the error. You can see everything as appeared as I was expecting. Now we need to style this one now. This one is supposed to be this side and this one. So, and you can see both of them, they are inside the dashboard. So we're going to style the dashboard display as flex for the dashboard, for both the dashboard and the sidebar. They should be displaying in a flex manner. Exactly this way now. So we're supposed to create, you can see you have the sidebar, and I think we're supposed to create this. Okay, let us style our sidebar to give a small view of how the sidebar should look like. So we're going to give it a flex of 1, and we're going to have a border, that is border right of the dashboard or the sidebar, 0.5 pixels, solid with a solid color of RGB. Let me see, RGB to 30 to 27 and to 27. Yeah, let us see how this color looks like on our sidebar. You can see now it has created this sidebar. Very nice. You can see the sidebar has created a border. So, and we need the border to carry the whole side. So we're going to mean height. We're going to have a mean height of 100 view height. That is the view height of the screen. And the background color, we're going to have a background color of white. Let us see how this now looks. Let us see how it appears to be. Now you can see the view height is it has carried the whole view height of the whole application. So this is good. Now what we need now, we need to style our sidebar. We need to continue the styling. So what is the next what do we have next? We have another div inside the sidebar, the central. Yeah, is it the central? Yeah, it's the central. So the central class, central, we're going to style the central, and we're going to give it a padding padding left of 10 pixels. I want to be certain about how things look like. Not so bad. So after the central, what other class do you have here? After the central, we have the unordered list. Yeah, the unordered list is inside the central, and we're going to do away with the styling. List style, we're going to have none. Then we'll have a margin of 0. Padding of 0, and we'll also have a title. Our title is going to have a font size of 10 pixels. That is our title. Our title should have 10 pixel, and the font weight, font weight is going to be, let us give it a bold font. Then we're going to have a color. The color of, let me see how we can give it 134. One 221 and 134. That is the color. Then margin top, we're going to have 15 pixels. The margin bottom of 5 pixels. Let us see how the titles look like. You can see the titles are taking shape. So the next thing that we need to style is our list. This is the list that we need to style. And remove the lists. So the list should display flex aligning items at the center with the padding of 5 pixels, and a cursor of pointer. Then when you hover it, it's supposed to give a background color. It's supposed to give a background color of let me see, 8 ff. What is okay? We have this. We can say it's a white color. Then we have the icon. Font size of font size 18 pixels. And the color of the color is going to be 134.221.134. That is the color. Then you're going to have a span. So font size is going to be 13 pixels. Font weight of 600. That is the weight of our font. Then the color, we'll have color RGB. We can repeat this 134.221 and 134. Let me see how that looks like. Margin, we have a margin left of 10 pixels. 10 pixels. So how does it look like? Boom. In comparison to what? To this one. So I think I should change the color of the span to this dark or grayish. It's not giving me any of the grayish gray. Okay, let us see how this looks like. You can see if we compare these notes, you can see how this looks like. I think this transitioning is how you need it. This is nice. So we have our sidebar, our headers as well in place, and also we have our dashboard ready to be worked on. Well, now let me see. The dashboard, I think we would work. We'll prepare this one, the header, the dashboard header. Yes, we won't go further from there because my machine is not behaving. It's so misbehaving, and I'm not liking it. You can see how it's hanging. So what we need to do first, we'll have this. We'll have this class of the let me see the dashboard. So we have a div. We have a div that has this tool. It has this dashboard and this one here. So we're going to have a div inside it, and the div we're going to call it header. And the header will have h3 tag with a head div, We're going to call it dashboard. Then we have what is this? This week, this month. So this is time. We have another div, and we'll give it a div time. So we'll just put it this time. Let us see how this looks like. We just first need to put them in place. This time. So you can say, well, everything is. Where am I getting this? I think it's in editing some. Now you can see, yeah. I know where the error was, the naming. So it's using another style sheet to style this one. That's why I changed the name of this styling. So we need, inside this style sheet, we need a SAS style sheet. So we're going to have a dashboard dot scss, and we're going to import it inside our dashboard. Import dashboard.scss. So we need to style this. We're going to have a dashboard class that is going to have a flex display of flex. Yeah. Justify content, space between. So it's going to create the space between the two components. Supposed to have this dashboard and apparently these ones are inside the headers. So we're styling something inside the headers. We're supposed to have something like header. This headers. Let us see how this. Okay. So what is appearing here? Dashboard. Then we have headers. Display flex. Align items. Align items to center. So they're going to align at center. You can see they're aligned. Now I need to space them. So we need to space these ones. So this one is going to have a flex of 1. I need it to cover the whole area. It's going to have a flex of 1. It does. So what do we have here? So this one doesn't want to align how I want it. My machine has hung. So I can say for now we'll stop there, and we'll get to the next episode where we'll be working on these templates and the remaining side part of the dashboard. I'll see you in the next episode.